Brought to you by Durban Tourism.
One of the many legacies that the 2010 FIFA World Cup brought Durban was the development of the brick-paved promenade, which stretches north to Blue Lagoon and south to Addington Beach. The eThekwini municipality spent 500 million rand upgrading the entire beachfront area.
The beachfront, the new promenade, does contribute for the growth of the industry as well, because people come to Durban to spend holidays, bringing their families and so on, or people come to Durban to attend conferences, and then during their own leisure time they will actually go to the beachfront, they will go to the many other facilities and amenities in Durban.
One of the many businesses benefiting from this newly built promenade is the Circus Cafe.
There is a lot of traffic on the promenade. It's one of the best things that's happened to our beachfront. And people do use it a lot. If you come here early in the morning and late afternoon, most of the sports enthusiasts and fitness freaks, call them, are down here either riding or training or running, walking, what you name it. A lot of rollerblading going on. It seems to be the new thing coming up.
The Circus Cafe franchise has been in Durban for 19 years and decided to open a restaurant on the North Beach, Bay of Plenty, 2 years ago.
We cater for families to come here, whether they're on holiday or whether they're living in Durban. That's what we cater for. During out of season, obviously, we have lots of business breakfasts and lunches, and lots of corporate functions that are held here. Most of the people that you see here today have obviously been on the beach or have visited Ushaka and taken a bicycle ride down going through to Madiba Stadium, and they stop over for a cappuccino or a cocktail or just a bite to eat, like a little oasis in the middle of the promenade. Where we are situated, there's a great vibe down here because we have the skate park right next door, bicycle rentals and pedal cars.
Ushaka Marine World has fast positioned itself as a key attraction on Durban's Golden Mile, offering a world of entertainment, excitement, fun and uniqueness. The park boasts a variety of activities for the young and old.
It definitely is a place to be for anybody who just wants to have fun. What we stand for unlimited fun, because of the variety of the offering that we offer here at Ushaka, right? Ushaka is divided up, of course, into a paid environment and an unpaid environment. And both sections of the paid environment and the unpaid environment are just as fun-filled, you know. We cater from sections such as Kids World, that caters for kids from infancy up until the age of 12, say. We cater for, we've got then a Sea World, which has the aquarium, which has all of the dolphin shows, the seal shows, penguin presentation, so you can come and learn about these creatures, come and see the variety of creatures that we have here. And if you're more of an adrenaline junkie, we've got that as well. We've got our slides at the Wet and Wild side, which is where all of the highest slide in Africa is. And we've just installed a new one called the Body Tornado, which just came in as well, which is just another high thrill ride that we have here.
Spanning more than 16 hectares of prime beachfront, Ushaka Marine World is Africa's largest marine theme park and home to the 5th largest aquarium in the world. It has 32 tanks filled with 17,500 cubic meters of water.
I mean, our breathtaking aquarium, which is known as the 5th largest aquarium in the world, the theming of the aquarium, first of all, is amazing. You know, it's a shipwreck that will just take your mind away. And the amount of creatures that we are very colorful because all of our creatures come from our ocean, from the very Indian Ocean that we're in. So you will find that we've got a variety of fish that are just absolutely colorful. Another thing that you see is that, as I said, we've got the high slide in Africa, which is a huge attraction for the young ones, you know, and the adrenaline junkies that want to come here. We also have what we call animal encounters, where you can meet a seal if you want to meet a seal, and you can do a one-on-one with the seal. You can do a shark dive, which is a huge attraction for those who come from overseas, you know, who are not used to sharks. They come in and they do a shark dive. And then, of course, we've got an ocean walker where you can walk, you can put on a mask and walk under the water. So those are just some of the highlights that we have. What you find is that we are a destination for relaxation for the businessman or the businesswoman that comes in. So when there's a business seminar that's happening, say, at one of the convention centres here in Durban, you would find that the best place for them to come at is at Ushaka Marine World, because it's a nice place to sort of take their mind away. They can actually, we have got one of the best restaurants here, and one of our restaurants is actually by the shark tank, so they can actually have a meal while looking at the sharks and looking at nature and being at an aquarium environment.
Just around the corner from Ushaka Marine World is the Moyo Ushaka Pier restaurant, which has breathtaking views of the Indian Ocean. With its pier, Moyo Ushaka Pier is the first restaurant 150 meters into the sea and the only place from where you can view the sunset over the Durban city skyline.
Moyo is it's not just a restaurant. Moyo is more of an experience that we offer, and it's something that we would like to offer to the world about Africa, that we're proud of who we are and what we bring to the world, and we would like the Africanness a reason. We like to give Africanness a reason to believe, and we talk about senses, things like touch. I mean, if you look at the establishment itself and you go into and touch our walls and the decor as well, that's something that is handmade. There's nothing that is machine made. And talk about smell, and I mean spices throughout Africa. We talk about tahini, we talk about your saffron and stuff like that. And when it comes to sound and what we hear, all the drum beats and just the whole dancing and the happiness of the place. From the food side, most definitely gonna have to try our signature dishes in Durban. Seeing that we're in Durban, obviously you'll do your bani chows, which is a traditional food for Durban, and a bit of samosas, and you also do a bit of some Zulu meals as well. I mean, we talk about so there's putu, and there's pap, and there's quite a lot of things. And Durban is quite a diverse, not so diverse, but it's very complex, because we have an Indian culture and a Zulu culture. And I mean, we do get a bit of that as well. So.
When the sun goes down in Durban, it doesn't mean the fun stops, with a number of great venues to wine and dine. One of these fine establishments is Harvey's Restaurant. Within its first few months of opening, it became a nationally known institution as one of Durban's must-visit venues for any visitor or local.
Harvey's opened over 20 years ago. It's actually one of the more established restaurants in Durban. We're a South African top 10 restaurant. We're based right on the top of Florida Road, which is essentially a nice hub, and on Musgrave Road and Innes Road, right next door to Mitchell Park, which is one of the oldest parks in this area. It's very much a special occasion venue, as much as a lot of people go there and treat themselves to come to Harvey's. We sort of specialize in essentially upmarket food and quality style food. We pride ourselves on our service. We've won a lot of awards. Our whole theory behind it is come here and treat yourself. I think that's the main reason why people would come here. Also as well, you know, having been open for the 20 odd years, we've developed a name, and also we try and embrace that and spoil people. You know, we enjoy what we do. For travellers, I find that a lot of overseas guests come here, especially when we have a lot of functions at the ICC. Big conventions like COP17 was infinitely better for us than, say, the soccer was. We find that a lot of discerning guests would actually come through. They'll be in a hotel for over a week or so, and they like to be able to get out of their hotel and essentially treat themselves, especially if they're on a company budget, to places like Harvey's. We're nicely central. We still feel that you're not part of the city. We're just on the outside of the city. We're literally a 5-minute drive from everywhere you need to go. And I find that's very attractive for people, especially overseas tourists reliant on taxis.
If you're looking for a meal, or maybe just want to have a couple of drinks with friends, you can head down to Florida Road. The strip includes restaurants, pubs, clubs, art galleries and shops.
Durban's obviously outstanding. The great thing about Durban is it's incredibly cosmopolitan. So you can actually go down a road and experience literally 5-6 different types of cultures. And if you embrace the cultures, it's an incredible city to be in. I probably think it's the best city in South Africa for that exact reason. Personally, I find it incredibly safe. Florida Road, you could walk down, there's about 50, 60 eating establishments, 20 odd bars, mixed with interior design stores and art galleries and that type of thing. So there is something for everyone. As regards to the evenings, Durban has a very vibrant music and art ground and a lot of interesting cultural experiences that happen. We have the powder splash parties, we have big raves, we have all that type of thing, which when you come to a city, you sort of imagine like the basic, because we have unusual cultural based things and essentially a very lively nightlife as well.
Durban is South Africa's self-styled playground, where year-round warm weather encourages visitors to make the most of the province's outdoor lifestyle. Fly in for a Durban holiday soon to enjoy all the activities the sunny city has to offer.